and welcome to your Tuesday Footy Feed. Paul Chapman has been ruled out of Friday night's preliminary final against Hawthorn after the club decided not to fight his one-game ban at the tribunal. The Cats are trying to contain their anger, but Chapman has queried whether the game is getting softer. Matt Thompson has spent the day in Geelong. Matt, what's the latest?
Well, Jacqui, we spoke to Paul Chapman this morning just minutes before that decision was made not to challenge at the tribunal, to accept a one-game ban rather than risking two. He is a little bit frustrated.
We're just going to go in and talk about it now and see what our options are and whether it's worth doing it or not. It's a big risk, so not too sure.
Frustrated with the process?
Well, look, a little bit, but, you know, they have their rules and I suppose I broke them, but, you know, is the game getting softer? You know, these are the questions that you sort of have to ask, but it is what it is. You can't change it, and we'll go in and talk about it now.
Now, for his part, Chris Scott didn't really want to go into the merits and the flaws of the tribunal system today. He says he'll leave that for another time, although he does say that the system as it stands is really stacked against a successful challenge. What he did want to focus on was who's going to come into the team now, and he does have a few options to consider.
But it does give an opportunity to, you know, Josh Caddy to come back from an ankle, or Billy Smeds to come in and play some footy, Jordan Murdoch, Shane Kirsten.
Chris Scott speaking there. So now to Hawthorn. These pictures in from Waverley Park, and these are the pictures that Hawthorn fans have wanted to see. Rioli out on the track, really testing out that ankle, and those who are at Hawthorn today suggesting that Rioli is very much on track to play in Friday night's preliminary final. Lance Franklin, well, we also have pictures of him for you. He's a certainty to come back into the side from suspension. So I guess, Jacqui, the question now for Alistair Clarkson and his match committee is who comes out of the Hawks team for Friday night's blockbuster.
Thanks for that, Matt. Now to the west, where Fremantle is expecting an almighty fight against Sydney on Saturday night. Alex Malcolm is our reporter there. A huge build-up to this one, Alex.
Jacqui, the excitement builds and builds here at Fremantle as they head towards their preliminary final against the Swans. But Ross Lyons says any complacency on the Dockers' behalf is fraught with danger because the Swans are reigning premiers for a reason.
They were written off last week. They were tired and they were undermanned, but all I saw was the reigning premier deliver a powerful performance, and they're coming to a ground that they know really well, they like playing at, and so it's going to be a fierce challenge. We're going to need to play to the end, play to the last minute, and it's going to go to the wire. It's going to be a tough, hard contest.
While both sides feature quality all across the board, Ross Lyon was adamant that this match will be won in the midfield.
I often say, and not everyone agrees with it, but it's won and lost in the midfield. You protect your defence and give your forward supply. So they're clearly, I don't think they've got too many injuries for their midfield. In actual fact, I think they've got none. So, yeah, it's an incredibly big challenge. One we're excited about, one we're looking forward to, but, you know, it's going to be a big challenge, you know.
Well, the Dockers have enjoyed their week off and they're hoping to get All-Australian defender Michael Johnson back from a calf problem. Nick Subin looks to have overcome his ankle injury. Garrick Ibbotson has been ruled out of Saturday night's preliminary final. Jacqui, it's back to you.
Thanks, Alex. Well, the Sydney Swans may be battered and bruised, but Shane Mumford insists they'll be going at 100% for that clash with Fremantle. Hitting the track with teammates today, Mumford says it won't be hard for the Swans to get up for this one.
Anything can happen in a prelim. It's a big game, and it doesn't matter whether you've had the weekend off or you've played a hard game of footy. You're going to be doing everything you can to get yourself right and get yourself up for that game, and I'm sure we'll all be going in at 100% and giving it our all.
Adding a little extra motivation, Mumford will celebrate game 100 this weekend. And that's it for today's Footy Feed. We'll have more finals news as it happens on afl.com.au. I'm Jacqui Reed. See you next time.